I want you to lean in close and listen, because what I'm about to share with you is something of a quiet rebellion. It's a secret that has been hiding in plain sight, sitting patiently in our kitchens, while the world outside shouts about the necessity of needles, lasers, and expensive procedures. For years, we've been told that the only way to turn back the clock on our skin, to smooth the lines that life has so beautifully etched upon us, is to invest in treatments that cost a small fortune. We see advertisements for Botox, fillers, and so-called miracle creams that promise to erase every trace of our journey, every laugh line, every worry line. And I've spoken to so many women with incredible stories and vibrant spirits, who feel a pressure to chase an impossible standard of youth, often at great personal and financial cost. They feel that the reflection in the mirror no longer matches the youthful energy they feel inside. But what if I told you that the multi-billion-dollar beauty industry has a vested interest in you not knowing the power you hold in your own hands, in your own pantry? What if I told you that dermatologists and cosmetic scientists are continually, and quietly, being stunned by the potent, age-defying properties of simple, natural ingredients that cost pennies? Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful of these secrets. We are going to talk about a simple, fragrant leaf, one you've probably used to flavor soups and stews, and we are going to transform it into what I can only describe as a facelift in a bottle. This isn't an exaggeration for dramatic effect. This is based on the remarkable composition of this plant and the visible effects it can have on the skin when used consistently. The recipe I am going to share with you is an old one, passed down through generations of women who didn't have access to fancy clinics, but possessed a deep understanding of nature's pharmacy. They knew how to harness the earth's gifts to maintain their skin's elasticity and glow, long into their years of wisdom. So, I invite you to set aside everything you've been taught about skincare for a moment. Forget the complex chemical names and the intimidating price tags. I want you to join me in the simple, alchemical process of creating something pure, powerful, and profoundly effective. And I want you to stay with me through this entire journey, because I will not only give you the recipe for a daily toner, but I will also show you how to amplify its effects with a tightening mask that will leave you utterly amazed. So, get comfortable, and let's begin this beautiful act of self-care. The hero of our story, the humble ingredient that holds this remarkable power, is the bay leaf. Yes, the simple, dried bay leaf, Laurus nobilis, as it's known botanically. For centuries, this leaf has been a symbol of wisdom and glory. Ancient Greeks and Romans crowned their scholars and victors with wreaths of bay leaves. But its true power, its hidden glory, lies in its incredible chemical makeup. You see, these leaves are absolutely packed with a potent cocktail of antioxidants, essential oils, and unique organic compounds. When we talk about aging skin, what we are really talking about, on a cellular level, is a process called oxidative stress. Think of it like a piece of fruit turning brown when exposed to the air. That browning is oxidation. The same thing happens to our skin cells, caused by factors like sun exposure, pollution, and even stress. This process unleashes unstable molecules called free radicals that wreak havoc on our skin, breaking down the very structures that keep it firm and youthful. Collagen and elastin. Collagen is the scaffolding of your skin, the protein that gives it its structure and firmness. Elastin is what gives it its bounce, its ability to snap back. When these two degrade, we see sagging, fine lines, and deep-set wrinkles. This is where the bay leaf enters as a true champion for your skin. It is rich in compounds like linalool and eugenol, which are powerful antioxidants. They work like a microscopic army, neutralizing those damaging free radicals before they can harm your precious collagen and elastin. But the magic doesn't stop there. Bay leaves also have astringent properties. An astringent is something that causes the contraction of skin cells and other body tissues. In skincare, this translates to a visible tightening and firming of the skin. It helps to reduce the appearance of pores and gives the skin a smoother, more lifted look. This is why the effect is often compared to Botox. While Botox works by temporarily paralyzing the muscles underneath the skin, this natural approach works by toning and tightening the skin itself, encouraging it to behave in a more youthful way. It's a fundamentally different approach. It's not about freezing your face, it's about nourishing and revitalizing your skin to restore its own natural firmness. This isn't a harsh, chemical-laden process. It's a gentle, botanical infusion that coaxes your skin back to its best state. And the best part? You are in complete control. You know every single ingredient going into it. And it costs less than a cup of coffee. So, let's get to the heart of it. Let's create our potent, skin-tightening bay leaf toner. I want you to think of this not as a chore, but as a beautiful, meditative ritual. The first thing you'll need is, of course, the bay leaves. Try to find good quality, unblemished dried bay leaves. You will need about 10 to 12 leaves. The second ingredient is just as simple: distilled water. I recommend using distilled or purified water over tap water because tap water contains minerals and chemicals like chlorine that can interfere with the purity of our infusion and be harsh on your skin. You will need about a cup and a half of water. Now for an added boost, and to make this potion even more powerful, I love to add 2 other spices that work in beautiful synergy with the bay leaf. The first is 3 to 4 whole cloves. Cloves are an antioxidant powerhouse, containing even more eugenol than bay leaves, and they have wonderful purifying properties for the skin. The second is 1 single star anise. This beautiful, star-shaped spice is not just for looks. It contains shikimic acid, which has gentle skin-renewing properties. Together, these 3 ingredients create a trinity of age-defying power. Here is the step-by-step process. First, take your bay leaves and gently crush them in your hands, just enough to break them up a bit. This helps to release their volatile essential oils. Don't pulverize them into a powder, just crack them. As you do this, take a moment to inhale their unique, herbal fragrance. This is part of the experience. Now place the crushed bay leaves, the whole cloves, and the single star anise into a small saucepan. Pour your cup and a half of distilled water over the spices. Turn the heat onto a medium setting, and bring the water to a gentle simmer. This is important. You do not want to boil it vigorously. A hard boil can destroy some of the delicate compounds we want to preserve. You want to see just small, gentle bubbles breaking the surface. Once it reaches this simmer, reduce the heat to low, cover the saucepan with a lid, and let it steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. This slow, gentle infusion is what draws all of the botanical goodness out of the leaves and spices and into the water. As it simmers, your kitchen will be filled with the most incredible, aromatic steam. After 10 to 15 minutes, turn off the heat, but keep the lid on. Let the mixture cool down completely in the saucepan. This allows for a final, deeper infusion as the water temperature slowly drops. Once the liquid is completely cool, it's time to strain it. You'll need a fine mesh sieve or a piece of cheesecloth to ensure your final toner is perfectly clear and free of any plant matter. Place your sieve over a clean glass jar or bowl, and slowly pour the infusion through it. You will be left with a beautiful, translucent liquid, about the color of weak tea. This is your liquid gold. This is your skin-tightening, youth-enhancing elixir. Now for the final touch, you can add 1 or 2 optional ingredients for added benefits. If you have dry or mature skin, I highly recommend adding about half a teaspoon of vegetable glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant, which means it draws moisture from the air into your skin, providing extra hydration. Another wonderful addition is a few drops of vitamin E oil, which acts as a natural preservative, extending the shelf life of your toner, and also provides its own powerful antioxidant benefits. Gently stir in any additions. Now pour your finished toner into a clean spray bottle. I prefer to use a dark amber or cobalt blue glass bottle, as the dark glass helps to protect the toner from light, which can degrade its potency over time. Your bay leaf toner is now ready. Store it in the refrigerator. It will stay fresh and potent for about 7 to 10 days. The coolness of the refrigerated toner will also feel absolutely wonderful on your skin and help to further enhance its tightening effect. So, how do you use this beautiful creation? It's wonderfully simple. You will use it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, after cleansing your face. Make sure your skin is clean and dry. Then, holding the spray bottle about 6 inches from your face, close your eyes and mist the toner all over your face, neck, and even your décolletage. Don't drench your skin, just a fine, even mist is perfect. Now don't wipe it off. Let it air dry on your skin. As it dries, you may begin to feel a very subtle, pleasant tightening sensation. This is the astringent properties of the bay leaf at work. It feels fresh, clean, and firming. Once the toner has completely absorbed into your skin, you can follow up with your regular serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen in the morning. Using it consistently is key. This is not a one-time fix. This is a commitment to nourishing your skin. Over the first week, you will likely notice that your skin feels smoother and your pores appear smaller. Over several weeks of consistent use, you will start to see a more noticeable improvement in skin firmness and a softening of fine lines. It's a cumulative effect. You are feeding your skin with powerful nutrients day after day, and it will thank you by looking healthier, firmer, and more radiant. Now, for those of you who want to take this to the next level, I'm going to share the recipe for my facelift mask. This is a more intensive treatment that you can do 2 to 3 times a week to dramatically enhance the firming and lifting effects of the toner. For this mask, you will need 2 key ingredients: your freshly made bay leaf toner and simple cornstarch. Cornstarch, another humble pantry staple, is fantastic for the skin. It has a wonderful smoothing effect and, when combined with our toner, creates a paste that tightens on the skin as it dries, giving you an immediate and visible lifting effect. Here's how you make it. In a small bowl, place 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Then, slowly add 2 tablespoons of your bay leaf toner to the cornstarch, whisking continuously with a small fork or whisk. You want to create a smooth, lump-free paste. The consistency should be like a thin yogurt or a creamy lotion. If it's too thick, add a few more drops of toner. If it's too thin, add a tiny bit more cornstarch. To apply the mask, start with a clean, dry face. Using your fingertips or a clean makeup brush, apply a thin, even layer of the paste all over your face and neck, avoiding the delicate eye area and your lips. Now, find a comfortable place to relax for the next 15 to 20 minutes. As the mask begins to dry, you will feel it tighten significantly. This is normal. It will feel like your skin is being gently pulled upwards and inwards. Try not to talk or make too many facial expressions during this time to allow the mask to work its magic undisturbed. This tightening action provides a temporary but noticeable lift, and it helps to stimulate blood flow to the skin's surface, bringing fresh oxygen and nutrients to your skin cells. After 15 to 20 minutes, when the mask is completely dry and you feel that maximum tightening, it's time to rinse it off. Use lukewarm water and gentle, circular motions with your fingertips to soften the mask and wash it away. Pat your skin dry with a soft towel. Look in the mirror. Your skin will look incredibly smooth, bright, and visibly lifted. The results are truly remarkable for something so simple and natural. Follow up with a light mist of your bay leaf toner and your favorite moisturizer to lock in the benefits. What you have done here is more than just a beauty treatment. It's a reclamation of power. It's about understanding that you don't need to be a passive consumer of expensive products to achieve beautiful, healthy skin. You can be an active creator. You can take simple, pure ingredients from the earth and craft your own potent skincare. There is a deep, soul-satisfying wisdom in this process. You are connecting with traditions that are centuries old, and you are taking your wellness into your own hands. This simple ritual of making and using your bay leaf toner and mask can be a quiet time for you. A moment of self-love and care in a busy world. It's a reminder that nature has provided us with everything we need to thrive, if we only take the time to look. The scent of the herbs, the feel of the cool mist on your skin, the visible results in the mirror. It's a holistic experience that nourishes you on multiple levels. So, I encourage you to try this. Go to your pantry, pull out those forgotten bay leaves, and create this little miracle for yourself. And now, I want to turn this conversation over to you. The wisdom I've shared today comes from a long line of tradition, but I know that this knowledge is held in so many families and cultures around the world. What are the natural beauty secrets that have been passed down to you? What is that one ingredient your grandmother swore by? It could be a fruit, a vegetable, an herb, or a flower. Please, share your stories and your recipes in the comments below. Let's create a beautiful archive of natural wisdom. A library where we can all learn from each other and celebrate the power of nature. Your secret might be the one thing that another person has been searching for. Don't forget to share this knowledge with the women in your life who might be feeling the pressure of modern beauty standards. Remind them that there is another way, a gentler, more authentic path to radiant skin. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Embrace the wisdom of nature. And remember that your true beauty is a reflection of your health, your happiness, and the care you so lovingly give to yourself.